So, Eddie Jones is gone. It did actually happen. All the media reported that Eddie Jones was going to get fired from the England job, and he actually did. And you have to wonder how much media pressure had to play with it. It's going to be very interesting to see who they get next. In my mind, it has to be Razor. You know, they have to bring him over from New Zealand, and they have to install him as head coach with possibly a 5-year contract. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. Steve Borthwick is a great coach, still young, still inexperienced, relatively. I mean, Eddie Jones had more experience than him when he got the job, but only just, you know what I mean? 3 years of coaching club rugby. But Borthwick is the same kind of coach in terms of how he approaches the game, very analytical, and he has a great eye for detail. But I think Razor is really what they need for this team. If he does come, it's going to be amazing for England, I think, and they can turn it around before the World Cup. If he doesn't come, then it's a waste of time having sacked Eddie, which obviously it's, you know, it's everywhere now. He had a great winning percentage and good record in the World Cup. And I would love to have been a fly on the wall in a meeting with the, I'm sure they did have a meeting with the English Rugby Union and Eddie Jones. And I think Eddie Jones said, look, if you don't want me, get rid of me, but I'm not going to explain myself to you. And I think that's what sealed the deal. I think he is always belligerent, is the word, which means he's kind of he will never like compromise or never give an inch. And I think that's what happened in the meeting. I really get the feeling that it wasn't planned. I think they wanted a bit of heat in Eddie, maybe to change the game plan up a little bit. And he told them where to go. And like, I'm in charge of the rugby, you're in charge of the other side of the game. And if you don't like it, you can get rid of me. Will you resign? No. So okay, you're sacked. And I think the English Rugby Union, unless they pull Razor out of the hat, has been pushed into a corner. You know, the fans are not happy, the media is against them, and they're under pressure themselves. So I think everything has come to a head with the sacking of Eddie Jones. Less than a year before the World Cup. Now, South Africa did it last time. I'm not sure of the time frame, but it looks pretty similar. But whoever comes in has got a big task. You know, Six Nations is coming up next, and that's what they should focus on. I think Razor could build for the future. Borthwick, or you know, Cockrell's in charge now, but Borthwick, I don't think has the character to kind of pump them up for the World Cup. And I think it'll be a slow burn if they do get him. Not much will change, I don't think, in terms of game plan, etc. So I'm putting my money on they wouldn't have sacked him unless they have Razor. If they do have Razor, then it's a good move. If they don't, as I said in the earlier video, then they've messed up, you know. But let's see what happens. I mean, Wales have got a new coach as well. Gatland's back in the saddle. So Wales maybe will do a little bit better. I mean, they can't do much worse, really, to be honest. So, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of someone going back. They say never go back in coaching because it's never as good as it was on your first run. But yeah, as a Welsh fan, I mean, anything is better than what we've had for the last year or so. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But I think the decision all hinges on who they've got as a replacement lined up, if anybody. Like I say, I think that meeting was Eddie just laying down the law and saying, stay out of my business. But yeah, interesting stuff, exciting times before the World Cup. It just keeps heating up and heating up. So enjoy. All right, thanks. Peace.